Hi little berries, this is Eryberrie here. Sorry I haven't been vlogging for a while. To be honest, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to keep doing it. I've spoken about so many different things, I was kind of running out of things to talk about. So I'm just going to do this occasional vlogging. I think I put an announcement on Twitter as well, and I'm mostly going to be gaming. I also just want to remind you guys, if you don't know already, I am now part of a 6-strong gaming group called the Deceitful Six. We have a Twitter page which is literally just called the Deceitful Six, and a Facebook page again called the Deceitful Six. It's made up of myself, my wife Geeky Ems, Woojamaflub Gaming, Awesome Lawson Gaming, Broken Banner Gaming, and Louis the Snowman. I will put the links in their channels down below. We do collab games together, and also we have many guest gamers as well, whom we very fondly call the Shifty Bandits. So check those out, and yeah, if you want to see any more, please check the channels below, and there'll be many different collabs there from all of us. Now, getting on to the topic of autism, which is the topic of this particular vlog, I wanted to talk about the program Are You Autistic? I'm a bit late giving my review on it, but I wanted to have time to reflect. I had to watch it twice. I have to say, overall, I am very pleased with it. I am very pleased that it made, for lack of a better term, a bit of a fuss about how women on the spectrum are very different to men on the spectrum, and that the criteria has been very male-sided since Asperger and Kanner first, I suppose in a way, discovered autism, or first looked into it. And at the beginning, from the studies I read, only men and boys were assessed. It was really shocking to me that out of 750,000 people, that the people that hit the criteria, more than half were women. And it was always seen before that there were, every 5 people, 4 of them would be men and 1 would be a woman, or female or male. And that was really quite shocking to me, and I think it was quite shocking to Simon Baron-Cohen as well. A few things I do think they could have done a bit more is that they didn't quite go deep enough into autism, and I did actually tweet the National Autistic Society in Channel 4. I'm only one drop in the ocean, you know, there are many people out there, but I suggested that they do a series because I think there is a lot more that they can discover, so I think they could have put a lot more in there. I love the fact that it was presented by 2 women on the spectrum. That was fantastic. And the 2 people who were suspected of being autistic, we had a man and a woman, and the tests that they did were pretty good. However, the tests where they had to distinguish whether it was a car, a dog, and something else, I forget, that to me, I think they could have done that a little bit differently. They showed the trend for autistic people and the trend for neurotypical people based on averages, and then showed how the 2 people that they were testing scored. My wife pointed out, and I think that was a very good point, is that they didn't test 2 neurotypical people against the 2 suspected autistic people. And don't forget, at the time these 2 people were suspected of having autism. It hadn't been confirmed in the show whether they actually had autism, and of course until you get to the end when you realise that they had, spoilers, that it makes sense. But what I think they could have done is they could have tested 2 people, like male and female, as they did, who were not autistic, and 2 people who were confirmed autistic people, as well as 2 people with suspected autism. So if they did 2, 2 and 2 in those categories and then compared them, that probably would have been a bit fairer, but I'm not 100% sure about whether that would be an acceptable method to use. In addition, there are so many other areas of social impairment, such as not being able to understand jokes and sarcasm. They could have highlighted that possibly, because that's a big part of autism for people, is that we take things very much literally, and it's not always jokes or sarcasm. Sometimes we don't know when people actually say something they mean, or we don't quite know what's going on in a film or get a meaning behind something. And if people talk a lot, it's just like a load of word salad and blah blah blah. And you're like, just try and distill it down a little bit, because you're just throwing loads of words in there. I'm concentrating on the words, not the meaning behind the words. A lot of the time in the programme I was watching through it, and I nodded my head a few times saying, yes, that's me. A few times I was like, nah, that's not quite me. I think I would struggle with that hearing test. I don't think I'd score very high at all, especially when they threw extra sounds in there. I'd be like, oh, panic. It was just refreshing to see a TV show that portrayed autistic people as we are as a difference, not an illness, and it highlighted women on the spectrum, but I do think it could go a bit further and a bit deeper. There is more to explore. I'm very pleased as well that the two people on the show got their diagnosis, they got their answers, and for them it was closure, so I'm really, really happy for them. But anyway, let me know what you thought of the programme, and I hope to see you very, very much soon. If there's anything particularly you would like me to talk about to do with autism or not to do with autism, please let me know. And I have a Twitter page, I also have a Facebook page, I'm Eryberrie on both. On Tumblr, I'm Eryberrie blog. So just contact me however way you wish, and I will do my best to get back to you or maybe incorporate that into a video. Thank you very, very much for watching, little berries, and I'll see you later. Bye!